Now will be tested like crazy. And the next time you test positive for cocaine, for alcohol, or for marijuana, obviously 30 days, but if you test positive again, I'm going to keep you and I will put you in a rehab facility. If you can't stop using on your own, we're going to do it my way. You understand? I'm also now, because your case is so old, going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. Do you understand?
What happens when a young man with real skills and real potential chooses to throw it all away for drugs and partying? Today's case is less about criminal punishment and more about a judge delivering one of the most raw, unfiltered life lessons you'll ever hear in a courtroom. Mr. Wakefield is facing possession charges. He's been testing positive for cocaine, alcohol, and marijuana, and he walks into court with an attitude like it's all a joke. But this judge, he's not laughing. He's about to break down exactly where this young man's life is headed if he doesn't wake up from the streets to prison to becoming just another statistic. And when you hear what job this kid used to have, your jaw is going to drop. This is tough love at its finest. Let's get into it.
We'll do the plea then, and then we'll have him sign later. Come up, Mr. Wakefield.
When is he going in? Today. He's for right now? Yeah.
I guess we'll send him to 49.
You want him to determine right now or at 6?
No, right now.
He's prepared to go right now if you want to give him till 6.
No, we'll do it now.
Okay.
I don't want him to not turn in. Because then it'll go sideways real quick.
No.
Mr. Wakefield, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine due to the amount. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail credit for the
4 days?
4 days credit that you've already done.
Let's break down what's happening here legally. Mr. Wakefield is charged with possession of marijuana, and based on the amount, he's facing up to a year in jail and a $4,000 fine. That's serious. But the state has offered him a deal. 30 days in jail with credit for the 4 days he's already served. Now here's the thing. The judge just told a moment ago that he's been testing positive for cocaine, alcohol, and marijuana. This isn't just a one-time slip-up. This is a pattern. The judge is also slapping an ankle monitor on him because his case is so old, meaning this has been dragging on for a while. The court is running out of patience, and Mr. Wakefield doesn't seem to understand the gravity of his situation.
Understand that this charge will go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? Not only, do you have a job? What do you do in life? It's not funny. You're using all kinds of dope. You've got no job. What the hell are you going to be doing in 30 years from today, man? You know, you're going to end up on the street, jobless, prospectless, ain't got no money. Where are you going in life, man?
And this is where the judge completely shifts gears from legal proceedings to life coaching. He asks a simple question. Do you have a job? And when Mr. Wakefield responds with what appears to be a smirk or laugh, the judge shuts it down. Dude, it's not funny. This young man is using cocaine, alcohol, and marijuana. He has no job. And he thinks this is amusing? The judge is painting a picture of his future that should terrify anyone. Where are you going to be in 30 years? On the street, jobless, prospectless, no money. And he's absolutely right. The party lifestyle has an expiration date. Your parents won't be around forever. Your support system won't last. What happens when the music stops and you built nothing? That's the question the judge is forcing him to confront.
It's not a good way to be in life. I know that you like to have fun. I know that you like to party, but you got to think about your future. Because if not, and your mom and dad are not going to be here forever. Your auntie, your uncle, they're not going to be here forever. And if you don't have them in your life and you got no job, you got no money, you're on the street begging, either that or you're going to be slinging. You get caught up in that. You're either dead or with a 40-year sentence. How old are you? Have you ever had a full-time job?
Yes.
Doing what?
At Chevron in Lake Charles. I was a pipe fitter.
You were a pipe fitter. For real. So why stop?
Wait, hold up. Did you catch that? This young man was a pipe fitter at Chevron in Lake Charles. For those who don't know, pipe fitting is a skilled trade. We're talking $20 to $30 an hour starting, with potential to make six figures with experience and overtime. This is a career. This is a ticket to the middle class. And he just stopped? The judge's reaction says it all. You were a pipe fitter for real? Why? Why stop? And notice how Mr. Wakefield doesn't have a real answer. He just never went back to reapply. He had the golden ticket in his hands, a trade skill that's in high demand, and he threw it away. For what? To get high and party? This is the part that breaks my heart. Honestly, the potential was right there. What would you say to him right now?
And
So you can work this comp.
so it's easier to just get workers' comp and do nothing, I guess, right?
No, I just never went back, like reapply after.
Okay. You have to do something in your life, Mr. Wakefield, because if you don't, you're going to end up in jail with a lengthy sentence or on the street. That's not a good way. You work hard now, so you set yourself up for the future so you can have vacations. You can buy nice cars the legitimate way. What you're doing now, it sucks. Just bottom line, it's not a good way to go through life, man.
Judge, while he's in custody, I can have a MAC social worker talk to him about options.
That'd be great. Dude, pipe fitting, if you get a trade like that, you can kill it, man. Making 20 to 30 bucks an hour. Holy you can buy a Benz, man. You can, with that kind of money, you can kill it. What you're doing now, it sucks. Sucks. And I don't even know how you're getting your money to do the dope. Anyways, you got to be getting it from somehow.
The judge just laid out two completely different futures for Mr. Wakefield, and the contrast couldn't be more stark. Path 1. Work hard now, build skills. Set yourself up for vacations, nice cars, financial security, the legitimate way. Path 2. Keep doing what you're doing and end up in prison with a lengthy sentence or homeless on the street. And then he says something that needs to be highlighted. I don't even know how you're getting money for the dope. That's a loaded question. Because if you have no job but you're still affording drugs, where's that money coming from? The judge doesn't push it, but the implication is clear. There are only so many ways to fund an addiction without income, and none of them end well. A social worker is being brought in to help. But will Mr. Wakefield actually listen?
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen or a possible immigration consequence, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. It will go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. The reason I'm telling you this, Mr. Wakefield, is because your demeanor and the way you act when you come in here, you think it's a joke. Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that your future should mean something. We have enough brown and black people in custody as it is. Your life is hard enough as it is, being a black and brown person in society. It doesn't get easier the older you get. It gets harder. You get fatter. You get uglier. You lose hair. The older you get, the more unemployable you get. So if you don't set yourself up now, you're going to be nothing in 20 years. Do something, Mr. Wakefield. Don't become a statistic.
This moment right here is why this video exists. The judge just said something that very few people in positions of authority are willing to say out loud. We have enough brown and black people in custody as it is. Your life is hard enough as it is being a black and brown person in society. He's not making excuses. He's stating facts. The criminal justice system disproportionately impacts communities of color, and this judge is acknowledging that reality while also telling Mr. Wakefield that he has agency over his own future. And then he drops another truth bomb. It doesn't get easier the older you get. It gets harder. You get fatter. You get uglier. You lose hair. You become more unemployable. That's not politically correct, but it's real. Youth is a currency that runs out. The time to build your future is now, not later. Don't become a statistic. If that line doesn't hit you in the chest, I don't know what will.
How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. I will roll your court costs. One more thing. I'm done with catch and release. So if you continue to come back with criminal cases, what we're doing today, the plead on the spot, be done. It's not going to work. Do you understand? If you come back, it's not going to go well. Good luck, Mr. Wakefield.
And Judge, if I could just get you to make a note on the docket sheet that he pled on the same day I was appointed. Okay,
Sure.
thank you, Judge.
Okay.
And with those final words, I'm done with catch and release. The judge makes it crystal clear that this is Mr. Wakefield's last chance. Let's recap what just happened. A young man with a skilled trade background, a pipe fitter at Chevron, stood before a judge for marijuana possession while testing positive for multiple substances and having no job. He received 30 days in jail with 4 days credit, will have an ankle monitor, and this conviction will be on his record for life. But beyond the legal outcome, what we witnessed was a judge going far beyond his job description to deliver a life-changing message. He talked about the fleeting nature of youth, the reality of being black and brown in America, the two paths ahead, legitimate success or prison in the streets, and he begged this young man not to become a statistic. The question now is, will Mr. Wakefield listen? If this video hit you as hard as it hit us, smash that like button right now. Drop a comment below. What advice would you give Mr. Wakefield? Share this with someone who needs to hear this message. And subscribe to the channel for more powerful courtroom moments that might just change your perspective on life. We'll see you in the next one.